Hello, hello, friends. It's Chalkin History with Shelly Kallach. How are you guys tonight? Happy fall to you and everyone out there. You guys, it's the first day of fall, although the weather is saying otherwise. I think it started out pretty warm today, pretty hot and stuffy, but now it's kind of starting to cool down. I think we're gonna be at like 82 tomorrow or this week, but then it's gonna go back up again. I don't know, you guys. I'm done with this hot, yucky, sticky, just stagnant air. I'm just tired of it already. All right, let's get Instagram on. Hello, Instagram. Hello, Facebook. Hello, everyone. How are you? How are you? If you see that red live box at the top left corner of your screen, you are live with me. Otherwise, just checking out the replay, and I'm glad you stopped by, so say hi. All right, let's get this sprinkled. Say hi. Oops, I don't want to do that. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. We're back to the beginning of the week again, work week that is. Tomorrow is Monday. Monday. Let's see. Okay. I think we're good there. Let's remove that and remove that. All right, guys. We are going to do a fall project. Shocker. All right, let me get things set up here. Make sure you guys are saying hi as you hop on. All right, as you will see, the transfer that we're working on, why is that still going? Let's get rid of that. There we go. The transfer we're working on is an A-size transfer. It's a teeny weeny little guy. And I liked how Decor did their sample for the image. And I found some really fun frames that had like cross-stitch designs in them. So what I did was I popped it out because I don't want that anymore. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever change this out. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I think probably not. So I'm probably going to just throw this out. I could probably turn it around and use this side. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Let's pop this in there. No, I think the design's just a little different. So I'm going to just try one more thing. I'm going to turn it upside down and now see if that works. No, it still looks like it's a little bit off. Just a teeny tiny bit off. I could probably make it work. But we're just going to cut something from our chalk suede paper today. All right, so we're going to put this guy aside for a brief moment. Here's our chalk suede paper. It is smooth as butter. It is so soft. It's so yummy. Where did I go? Sorry, I was looking for myself. Okay, I just love it. It's so nice. It's nice and smooth, which is better than scrapbook cardstock. However, if you purchase the smooth cardstock, then it chalks on real nicely. It's that textured, patterned type cardstock that you really have to watch. So you really would want to wax it really well before you chalked on it, okay? So with the magic of TV, I went ahead and already, let's see, I'm gonna use these scissors. I already traced it. So let's go ahead and get that cut out. I'm gonna try to make it a little easier on myself. I'm gonna cut that in half, put that aside for other projects. And we're gonna go ahead, I am gonna try to cut on the line. I believe this probably is a little bit bigger than the actual piece. So if we have to kind of get it a little smaller, we'll be able to do that. So I'm trying my best to cut on the line. When you guys are tracing things and cutting them, cut with whatever your dominant hand is, okay? And turn the item with your other hand. So you always want to keep the scissors kind of just doing the scissoring motion, not so much the moving, okay? So we're just going to cut this out. I am not a fast cutter, so I like to make sure I'm staying pretty close to that trace line. I'm a scrapbooker, so a lot of times you learn to just kind of what we call fussy cut. And it doesn't really matter if you're staying on the line or not. You're kind of just fussy cutting it. But this is not fussy cut. I am cutting. I'm trying to keep it exactly to how I traced. Okay, it was a little outside the line. Let me kind of come in a little bit more. There. All right, so there's our shape. Okay, let's bring this over and see if it fits. If we have to make any adjustments. So it is a little bit bigger, like I thought it might be. It's just kind of, okay. I'm going to kind of go around a little bit more. I was going to at first cut inside the lines, and I thought, well, let's start with cutting outside or on it, and then we'll figure it out, right? Okay, so we're going to just go around it again. Luckily, there's a good sized lip in there, so if I cut it too small, we're still going to have room for it to fit in there. We'll put a little line of glue in there to keep it in there. Okay, going around this bend. I am cutting probably like a 1/16 of an inch off what I already cut. Because you know when you trace something, you're not getting the exact dimensions. And this design, this transfer, can be used on any size surface, like a 5x7, a 4x4, 4x6, whatever size. You know, if you're not using one of our surfaces, whatever size chalkboard or piece of wood. I even thought how fun it would be to have on a pumpkin. Hi, Kathy. How are you today? Oh, I'm so glad you shared. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. Now, I think this is where we started. So let's not keep going. Let's see, let's pop it in here, see how we did. Oh, there's a little nail in the way. I'm like, why isn't that going down? So there's little nails in there. Oh, that must be what kept it in there. Okay, so we can always, it fits nice. All right, so that's how that will fit in. And then we'll figure out how to get past those nails. We may have to try to pull those out. I don't know how easy that will be. Let's try. Let's see if my scissors can get it and pull it up. Slowly but surely, I think. Oh, yep, we got it. So let's get all those nails out. There's not many. There's another one. Those are teeny tiny nails. Baby nails. Just gonna go around and grab them all out. So that when we put that in, it will lay nice and flat. Oop, that came out really easy. I think I got them all. Go around. Yep, I think I got them all. Okay. I am gonna make sure this goes in my garbage, so my little pup doesn't get them. He likes to come down and get into trouble. Sometimes you always hear me yelling at him, saying, Mobley, spit that out. Mobley, cut it out. Mobley, Mobley, Mobley. Okay. Oh, you're certainly welcome. I'm so sorry. I still am so sorry. Kathy lost her daughter recently, so everyone send her some love and prayers. That's got to be so hard. I am so, so sorry. Okay. All right, so there's our piece. Let's see if it goes this way. There we go. Fits in there nice. Okay, so this is our chalk suede paper. So now we can put that aside. We could even attach it to the board that we took out of it and put it back in that way, and it would probably be nice and snug. Okay, I'm just trying to see what side. This has just, I must have did a little indentation on there, so I probably will do this side. I want to make sure I have it'll go in real nice. So let's just fit it nicely. Okay, so that'll fit real nice. All right, we are just checking. Just checking. Okay. All right, let's do this. I am going to wax. And all of my wax jars are down to the very, very thinnest layer possible. And they are really crumbly. They get crumbly. And I think a lot of that has to do with because I would leave the lids on. I really feel like if I left the lids on, off, if I had left them on, they wouldn't be so probably dry and crumbly. So if you can, make sure your jars are nice and shut tightly so your wax doesn't get all crumbly and dry. All right, so I have a different kind of wax. We're just going to kind of give it a quick waxing here. Our chalk suede paper is nice and smooth, nice and soft, except I do like to wax it because the transfer will go on so much nicer and come off so much nicer. You know, you can only fuzz your transfer so much before you're not dulling it anymore. So I like to give us that extra little insurance that it will come off nicely. Okay, so we give it a nice wax and we buff it. Still very, very soft and velvety and smooth. So nice. Okay. I'm going to take this out. Come on, there we go. Right on the back. Hello, fall. Today's the first day of fall. If you did not know, get comfortable here. Okay. So I'm going to show you how Chalkator did it. Here's a couple examples that they did. Can you guys see that? I know it's too small. It's very small to see. One, they colored the background, which is very cool. These two, they kept white, and then they used this shape. And then, so they must have used, we must have another, and I'm pretty sure we had like a boho transfer, and I meant to look for that, and I forgot. That makes this bigger spot. I wonder if it tells us. No, it doesn't. Let's see. Let's look up boho and see if we can find it. This guy, the boho shapes. So they used that as well. Ooh, I see the very bad glare. That can also be used with this. I don't know where mine went. I'll have to look for that. Anyhow, you can always free draw, freehand any extra shapes you want to put on there. So we might do that, okay? So I have Shimmer Harvest, I have Cozy, which was last month's color of the month, and Saucy, which was quite a while back. Just look at that nice warm fall palette. I love it. And then we have some black. Okay. So I kind of liked how they layered it. So I'm going to go back to my picture as reference. I really wish I would have gotten that boho one now. All right. So we're going to just kind of move this around and do the shapes first, okay? I might like freehand just an odd looking shape. All right, let's start with Cozy. I think we're gonna do Cozy first. All right, so I'm just gonna do this little funky shape here. I'm gonna avoid everything else on that transfer for the moment. All right, we can move this around to make it easier for us. You want to make sure you're staying on that transfer, friends. Stay on the transfer. And then only do the element that you want to do. Okay. I'm going to get the excess off. All right, this is going to look awesome sauce. And then we're going to take this off slowly. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Let's get that dry. I'm going to do one more of this shape in a different color. And then we might freehand a third one. Now I really wish I would have tried to find that. I tried to find it for a brief moment and then I had to go do something else. So I got distracted. Right? Always getting distracted. Okay. So then maybe we'll do this. Do this one here. just plop that down right here. And I didn't wash it because we're gonna go, I think we're gonna go saucy with that one. So we're going darker. Uh-oh, saucy is just about dried up. Let's see, do I have more? Sure I do, but where is it is the question. That's always the question, like, where is it? Do I have more? Let me look over here. I'm sure I do. It's just a matter of finding it, guys. Saucy was such a great color, too. Let's see here. Oh, that's not it. Oh, gosh darn, gosh darn. Well, let's see what we can make happen out of here, guys. We're gonna add a little water. We're gonna add a little water. We're gonna let's get one of our, I don't know, there is like nothing left in here. Why did I save this? It's kind of silly now, wasn't it? I'm just trying to see if I can move enough around to make a paste. I have something here so we can kind of wake it back up. See what we got going on here. Let's see, let's see. I don't want it too wet, so I'm really trying to make sure I get enough paste from the sides off. I'm trying to just make that a nice soft paste. I am really bummed. Definitely gonna have to find another jar because this is one of my favorite colors. All right, we're gonna see how this goes. This may get a little messy, friends. Oh, this may get a little messy. We don't want chunks on here, so let's try to flatten those out here. This may not work. It may not. Get that edge there. All right, let me try to get all that chunkiness off. Okay, this might have run a little bit. We're gonna see. Let's hope not, but I think it might have. And that's my fault because I forced the issue. Yep. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. We'll have to flip it over and do the other side, I think, friends. Oh, I wish I had more. I know I have more. Like I said, I don't know where it's at. Don't know what I did with it. So let's do this. Let's just go ahead and, I mean, we may be able to make that happen. It looks like a little mushy. I don't know. Not sure I'm digging that, friends. Oops. What's nice is it probably would come up fairly well. And then we can just do, we could just do cozy on top. I don't know, it's kind of growing on me. It's kind of, it looks different than the other one, right? At least the spots are in a different spot. Just get this here. Keep trying to find just some white space on my wipe. All right, I think we're gonna keep it. We're gonna hang on to that and let that go. Let's just get it nice and dry since it was really wet and chunky. All right, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. We're gonna get a foam brush. This one's too big, so let me find my foam brushes here. And then we're gonna kind of just hand do the next one here. So I'm gonna put it in my Shimmer Harvest here. Okay. And we're kind of just gonna, you know, just kind of, and I want it to connect. So we're gonna start here. This probably is not gonna work. Oh no. Well, that's a bummer. It's not gonna really let us paint the shimmer on. Boy, I am like striking out over here, guys. All right. We are just striking out. Sometimes that happens. All right, let's just wipe that off. Look how that came right off. It's because we waxed. It's all because we waxed. It's the only reason that looks good. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I think, is we'll use that transfer. Let me wash it out. And then we'll kind of move it around to make our own shape. But let's get this dry. We're going to put it to the side for a moment. All right. And then we're going to wash our transfer real quick. So let's get that cleaned up, that yucky, chunky mess out of there. All right, so we're going to get that wet. Let it sit a second. Next time, I will check my chalk colors to make sure I have enough. Hi, Mary. Hi, Christy. How are you? All right, we're going to just get all that chunkage off. Just using a wipe for now. Doing something fall. yucky dirty. Let me get more. Okay. Turn it over, get the back side, because remember, both sides of that mesh will hold the color. All right. And I will make sure it's nice and clean when we're all done with it by using my board eraser. For now, we just want to get the majority of it off so that we can keep crafting here. There we go. So get that dry, get that moisture off. Let's do it again on this side. Okay. I'm just going to kind of pat it on my shirt because I'm going to try to take a little more of that tackiness off. All right, let's bring this guy back over. Let's try to do this the right way. Let's see. Let's do this. So you'll see what we're going to do here. We're going to kind of just, oh no, got it wet. We're going to do our own little shape. Okay, let me blot this so it doesn't get wet. All right, let's get another squeegee for this one. All right. It's so weird like that. You can't paint it on the shimmer, but we can chalk it on. So bizarre. I'm going to come up real close to that shape here. All right, right up next to it without going over it. All right. Christy, it's funny you're on with me tonight because I thought about I had one of our Scentsy disc, the drying discs or dryer discs, was out. It was on the floor, and our puppies found it, and I'm like, I need to get more of those. My daughter's like, what is that? And I'm like, oh my gosh, it makes your laundry smell so yummy. And you don't need dryer sheets. Okay, so there's the first shape. Okay, let's peel this off nice. Look at that. How fun is that? All right, let's get that dry. Isn't that crazy that I couldn't paint it on with a foam brush, but I could chalk it on? That's so interesting. So interesting to me. Okay, then maybe we do this. Lay this, I think, right about here. Okay. Lay it down. Just kind of press around the edges, right? You don't have to do the entire transfer. I'm going to go over a little bit of that saucy. All right, so we're going to do, just going to apply it here. We're going to go over it. And then we're going to go over it here too. So it'll just be like a double layer over here. So I'm curious as to see if it's going to make it darker or if you'll be able to tell. All right, we're staying on the lines there. Okay, I'm going to get rid of some of that excess so it gets off there. Pick a little bit up because we still need to do this little spot here. All right, make sure you get that excess off and make sure it's going through that mesh. Sometimes our shimmers don't really care to go through the mesh. So I try to go in different directions just to make sure it's really pushing through. All right, let's see what this looks like. Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. Very cool. All right, let's get that all dry. A couple more elements to do. I'm not thrilled about that blob, just saying, but you get the idea, right? You get the idea of what we're trying to do here. All right, so here's what we got so far. Try to turn that so you don't see the glare of the shimmer. All right, so then we're gonna bring that back over and we're gonna do hello. We're gonna do the hello. So let's make sure that's going to be straight. So I'm going to kind of use the lines on my grid here on my mat to make sure it's straight. Okay. And I think I'm going to do it like right. Let's see. All right, we're going to do the word hello, and we're going to do that in black. Trying to find another little mini squeegee here. Here's a little squeegee that I've cut. All right. So we're just going to do hello in black. All right, so once you paste that, make sure you get that excess off. Okay, take that excess off. Some of the black splash. So let me just wipe that off. Check fingers when you're taking things off here. Oh, that looks nice. Okay, then we're gonna do fall. Let's get that dry though. All right, now let's get the fall done. Hello. We're gonna line it up on our grid again, so we're straight. Okay, just kind of lightly rub that down. Grab some black. I got it on my finger. I don't know how I do it, guys, but I get messy. Just don't understand. Are you guys a messy crafter or are you neat crafters? Tell me in the comments. I hope you're like me and you're messy. Okay. Careful of that finger. Let's pull that off. Happy fall. Okay, let's put that to the side. I need to get my finger clean. Just messy, messy Marvin here. Messy, 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 and it's just getting everywhere. Like I'm not even sure where it's at, and it just comes all over. Yikes, 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 yikes. Okay, messy or neat crafters, tell me what you are. Okay, that's dry. Now we're going to bring it over again. We're going to do the flower part. Let's see, how should we do this? All right, I think we're going to put that here. All right, so we're going to do this flower that I'm pressing down, or just the stem with leaves here. We're going to do that first. So let's grab that. Try not to get dirty. Okay. Don't chalk that other one yet. We're going to show something interesting here. Something pretty cool that you can do with those two stems. Okay, let's put that back. Grab that excess here. Let me get that excess off. Okay, now check this out. After we do this, let me finish getting that off. Pretty. Let's go ahead and get that dry. Looks like it took a little bit of that shimmer off. That's all right. If you want to try to avoid that, then we could have tried to wax over that cozy shimmer that we put down. However, sometimes when you wax over a shimmer or a metallic, it kind of dulls it. Luckily, those shapes are, they're kind of meant to look speckled, so you're never gonna know that you did that. All right, then what you can do is you can put that stem on the top of here to continue that. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of continue that, so let's put it right. And I'm gonna try, and I'm trying to kind of curve it up some more, so. Trying to find the right spot there, I think right there. All right, lightly rubbing it down. Okay, let's get our squeegee. Isn't that pretty neat? And then we're going to chalk this. All right, let's get that excess off. All right. Then we're going to lift that gently. Oh, it took a ton off. Bummer. All right, but isn't that cool how you guys can continue that? I think that's pretty neat. It'd be kind of fun to do one that way. I think I'm going to stop while I'm ahead for some reason. Our shimmers are coming up, so I'm going to guess it's because I didn't wax before putting the blue or the black on top. So we may attempt this tomorrow when I'm not sleepy and I can find my, what color was this? I can find my saucy, and we'll do it the right way. We'll wax in between layers and all things. But hopefully you guys get the gist of what that should look like, and then we can bring over our frame and stick that in, and there you have it. It will look very pretty once I get it done correctly. So stay tuned for a finished picture. I'll probably work on this tomorrow, and we'll get it fixed up for you guys. All right, but in the meantime, happy first day of fall. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye for now.